Welcome back, friends. In this part of our 2D RPG series, we're going to keep working on our enemy AI to make the gameplay even more dynamic and engaging. Last time, we set up basic detection and movement. Now it's time to level things up. We'll refine how the enemy behaves, add smarter reactions, and prepare the foundation for future combat logic. Whether it's chasing, idling, or attacking, your enemies are about to feel much more alive. Now, let's add some visual feedback by making the enemy face the player. We start by getting a reference to the Sprite renderer component, and then we check the direction of movement on the X-axis. If the enemy is moving left, we flip the sprite. If it's moving right, we keep it normal. This makes the enemy look a lot more dynamic and visually responsive. Now, as in the enemy AI script, let's add a sprite renderer and flip it based on player direction. Let's test it. Now our enemy turns toward the player when chasing. That's a small change with a big impact. Now we're giving our enemy some brains before the chase. It'll patrol between 2 points until it sees the player, at which point it switches to chase mode. This adds realism and life to the game world, even before combat starts. Simple logic, but super effective for RPG or stealth mechanics. In Unity, create 2 empty game objects. Name them Patrol Point A and Patrol Point B. Position them where you want the enemy to patrol. Now, let's open our enemy AI script. We'll start by adding references to the player and our patrol points. We'll use current target to tell the enemy where to go, either A or B, and a boolean to check if the player is within range. We also grab a reference to the sprite renderer so we can flip the sprite during movement. At the start of the game, we want our enemy to head toward point B. We also cache the sprite renderer component for flipping. This chunk handles switching between patrol and chase logic. We check the player's distance, and if they're close, we start chasing. Otherwise, we patrol normally. In the patrol method, the enemy moves toward the current target. Once it's close enough, we flip the target, creating a simple back-and-forth patrol. Finally, our move towards method handles the actual movement and sprite direction. If the enemy is walking left, we flip the sprite. If right, we reset it. Let's hit play and watch our enemy patrol calmly between 2 points. Now, if we approach with the player, boom, the enemy switches to chase mode instantly. It's a simple patrol mechanic, but it adds so much realism to our game. Now we're going to make our enemy smarter. Instead of turning instantly at each point, they'll wait for a moment before continuing their patrol. This small delay gives the enemy a more lifelike patrol behavior. Let's open enemy script and add two new variables, one for the wait time and another as a countdown timer. Inside our patrol method, we'll pause the enemy when it reaches a patrol point by using the IS waiting flag. We've now connected our enemy's movement to the animation blend tree. This means the sprite will animate and turn in the correct direction, whether patrolling or chasing the player. We're using setFloat to update X input, Y input, and speed, just like we did with our player character. This keeps both player and enemy systems consistent and smooth. We added a timer and a simple check. If the enemy reaches the point, we pause the movement and wait for the countdown to finish before switching to the next patrol target. Let's hit play. And perfect. The enemy walks, pauses, then continues. This tiny detail makes a huge difference in game feel.